We got baits, and more baits, and even more baits. Hold on one second. And even more. Alrighty guys, welcome back to another episode of Hardwoods Huntsman. So guys, in today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 3 springtime baits that I have used and they've worked for me in the springtime. And now either the springtime fishing is going on P right now, you're right in the heat of it, or it's coming. For me, it isn't here quite yet, but it's getting there. And yeah, and then stay tuned for the end of the video. I'm going to go just over a whole tackle arsenal. Beginning, I'm going to go over like top 5, top 3 baits for springtime fishing. Then at the end of this video, I'm going to be doing a tackle arsenal. So stay tuned for that. Now I need to move all of this out of the way. And I need to get a little bit more organization up here. And I'm going to pick out 5 baits. You guys, 5 or 3, whatever. But yeah, so I'm going to look through these and I'm going to pick out 5 to 3 baits for you guys. Well guys, we're here now and I have picked out 5 baits for you guys. First off, the bait that I'm going to start it off with are square bills. Now this square bill right here, this is kind of a red craw pattern. This one is from Colton's Custom Cranks. Go hit him up, Instagram, link in the bio. And this one is from Carl's Bait and Tackle. It's a little bit of a bluegill pattern. It's kind of a see-through. You can see it all the way through this square bill right here. Now what you're going to want to do with this, throw it right around rocks, stumps, or logs. Nice shallow water. These go around 4 to 6 feet. And this, if you can find it, throw them around logs or stumps or right around like forming weed beds. Or you can throw it right over the bass beds if you're on a clear lake and you see them spawning. Now both these, this one goes a little bit deeper. This one has a little bit wider of a wobble action to it. And this one is a little bit smaller with not so much of a wobble action to it. And you're just going to want to, what works for me, nice, steady, slow retrieve, just nice pace. You don't need to just crank it in because these bass are going to be a little bit more lethargic because the water temp's a little bit cooler. And yeah, so the next bait I have up on my list here is a spinner bait. Now spinner bait's green and white, a little bit bright, flashy out there. And what I like to do to make this bait even better here is put, this is what I like to put on, Exo Swims from Carl's Bait and Tackle. Also, nice, slow, steady retrieve again. I like to throw them around logs or stumps or like lay down if I can, and then if the docks are out yet, throw them parallel right to the docks and retrieve them so it's coming right under the dock all the way up to the dock, and that usually will trigger a strike. And I'm pretty sure this is 1/4 ounce, so you can get these in 1/2 ounce. I forget what type of spinner bait this is, but these are the Exo Swims from Carl's Bait and Tackle. And then third on my list, this was unbelievable last year. This was a game changer for me, is the jigs. So when we were at for opener, the bass were just starting to spawn. We went in this backwater, bunch of lay down, brush, logs, stumps, and you could throw this and they just loved it. You know, just nice hop it up, slow retrieve. You can hop it up, you can kind of drag it, or you can use a swim, kind of swim jig it. I didn't mean to say swim jig it, or you can use a swim jig and kind of swim it through the water. It worked for me. Just throw it right in the log and just kind of slow retrieve, just hop it up. You'll feel them bite on it, and you can just put the hammer on them. Now what worked for me is either a really like bright flashy white color like this, or a little bit like more natural like green pumpkin color on this. And then this is a little yum like paddle tail on the back here to match this white skirt right here. And now this one, not all of these jigs come with it, but they have a little rattle in there. Gets a little bit more sound out there for you. This bait has a huge profile. You can get bigger jigs than this. I'm pretty sure this is another 1/4 ounce jig. You can get these in 1/2 ounce, but I like the 1/4 ounce ones, just a little bit smaller profile, not so big, not so heavy. And then for the 4th bait I have here, this is gonna cause a lot of strikes from northerns and bass. What I've learned is you can catch some really big northerns on these. This is a jerk bait. This is a jerk bait from Colton's Custom Cranks Lures again. Once again, Instagram will be linked in the bio, so go check it out. These pretty self-explanatory, cast them out, slow retrieve with a couple jerks in there, and then yeah, I'd like to throw these I kind of stay away from throwing them around logs, so if these get caught in logs, you're kind of screwed. But yeah, I like to throw these along forming weed beds or like out and around deeper rock structure. And then these go about, well, I wouldn't say deeper rock structure, I'd say about 6 feet of rock structure down there. But just nice, steady retrieve. That's how I usually always use the jerkbait, just nice, steady retrieve back. And then just jerk it and then pause, let it float up, and then jerk it and then pause, and then reel a little bit, and then, yeah, just repeat that over. Now this is kind of a perch pattern from Colton's Custom Cranks. This is a little smaller jerkbait. I do have some bigger ones in here. Like this one, for example. I can get it out of here. Like this is more of a pike jerkbait or walleye jerkbait, but while using jerkbaits like this, you're gonna get strikes from bigger bass, and usually a lot of northern, especially in Minnesota where they're heavy populated in the lakes, so you're gonna catch the northerns. If you don't like catching northerns, I'd probably try to stay away from this bait a little bit more because northerns seem to love it. Now the next bait I have here is just a weightless craw, little finesse fishing. These are the saw craws from Catch Company right here. Now these ones are pretty sure these are watermelon red 7-pack. So I usually fish them weightless, throw them around logs and stumps. Logs and stumps usually work, but if you're on a super clear lake and you can see where the bass is spawning, throw it right in the bed there, just let it sink down. And usually I throw it weightless, you guys can throw it weightless or whatever, but these work good just for get a little bit of finesse, really slow approach, fish it really slow, like I said, on beds, logs, and stumps. And I usually use my spinning reel when I fish these. And yeah, these are, I mean, if these aren't exactly working for you, really any other like Texas rig bait, like you could do a Senko Texas rig, that'd work. But preferably, for my preference, I do like to use the craws. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that is all the 5 baits I covered today. If you guys have any questions about them, drop it in the comments. I'll let you know down below, or I'll reply to you. And then yeah. So now I'm gonna get into a little bit of a tackle arsenal part of this video. So I need to get some more of my tackle. We have all this, and we have tackle rooms right over there. We have tons and tons and tons of tackle. So yeah, I'm gonna go get some more tackle, and then I'll see you guys then. Alrighty y'all, we're here now, and I'm gonna be going over mainly the 8-10 boxes or whatever me and Danny are mainly using. So these are both of ours, and I'm going to be going over some soft plastics too. So I'm going to start it off here with this first box. This is mine. So basically this is kind of what I call it, just my grab and go box. If like I'm going to go to a pond or a creek and I have to pack light, I'm going to bring this box. So this, I have top water, crankbaits, square bills, jigs, poppers, basically everything you need in this one. Then this one was kind of my jig box right here. It's looking a little slim, you know. I mean, I only have a couple jigs that broke off like 80 million times last year on jigs. It felt like I was breaking off like every other hookup. And then this is one of our spinnerbait boxes right here. Bunch of spinnerbaits, willow blades, stuff in there. And then basically this guy is full of freaking square bills. That's all this guy really is. Square bills, big square bills, small square bills. You got a jerk bait in there. Here's some jerk baits right in here. And oh yeah, all these are lipless besides that guy, but lipless cranks. And over here. So guys, these are all Danny's plastics. So he's like the king of freaking plastics. He's just stocked up. I need to go restock. I haven't done so this year. But here's all his plastics in here. He's got the Guggen baits, the rage tails, you can't see through the other side. I'll open it up here. Kind of hard to do this while holding one hand on camera. Got some Gary's. Got some, he's probably not going to be happy I'm looking through all his plastics. Got some Yums. More Yums, Havocs, Reaction Elevations. Got the Guggen baits, rattling nets. He's got the big bite baits. Pretty sure these are mine, whatever. He's got the, yeah, basically, I'm not going to dig any farther into that because he probably won't be happy. But he's got it all pretty much. And I got a little bit of plastics in there. But yeah, these are mine right here. I got more than that. But got these sock rods right here. And then down here, this is like his walleye, or our walleye trolling box. We got flicker shabs, Rapalas, Lindy darters, yeah, more Rapalas. These walleye runners, these things are ginormous. Rip stops, that's my rip stop. Then we got some little panfish plastics in there, not really sure. And then, yeah, and then in here, it's his top water box. He's got this like double-bladed whopper plopper thing. It's pretty cool. He's got a mouse, whopper plopper. This whopper plopper actually is pretty dope. He has tons of frogs. We love to do frog fishing. And then here's our terminal tackle right here. And then in here, this is like all jerk baits, big husky jerks, little jerk baits, more jerk baits, split bodies, walleye divers, Lindy darters, liplesses, deep divers, big cranks. This guy's missing both eyes. Got that one back there. Then over here, we got like our spinner baits, little buzz baits, spinner baits, buzz baits. And then yeah, so that is pretty much our like main like 8 or 10 boxes. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys this one right here. This is right here, this is terminal tackle, like all hooks, octopus hooks, bass hooks, anything you can explain. We got the weights in there, and I got like if you want to use like a little split shot, I have those in there. And then this is basically my tackle bag right here. I'm sorry the lighting's terrible, but like I got all my plastics in here. This lighting's terrible, guys. I'm very sorry. I got all my plastics in there, and then if we go in here, the lighting's gonna get really, really bad in here. But like, got a panfish box right here. What the hell? My cat's in here, I didn't even know it. And then this is what Danny uses. He just used an old school backpack like that for our baits. That's basically what we carry our tackle in. So yeah. But yeah, that's basically, I just wanted to make this tackle arsenal short and sweet. I wasn't going to go through explaining every single bait. If you have a specific bait you guys want me to cover, drop it down in the comments and I'll do it. So yeah, but basically these are our main tackle arsenal baits right here. Since you guys love that rod arsenal video, I decided I'd do a tackle arsenal and top 5 springtime baits, since that's been a pretty popular video and a lot of people like watching those, so I decided to do one and I got a lot of requests to do it. So yeah, thank you guys for tuning in for today's episode. I think I'm gonna sign this video off here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. We're almost 300 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Thank you guys for watching. Signing out for now. Peace.